Okay. I see that I cannot adjust the zoom. It's a good thing these cards are nice and large. I got a new deck, I guess for meditation purposes, because truly I wanted to see all the details, because truly this size is the largest my hands can handle. Like I tried, I can shuffle them, but I cannot flip them. They're way too big. Um anyway, okay. So this is collective energy. I don't know if you all have noticed, but there tends to be less messages going out around the full moon, mostly because um, people are processing the energy. Most of your energy readers are, processing energy, but there are a few that do come out in the middle of all the chaos to offer guidance. And for those strong brave souls, like, respect, major respect. I tried to do this reading yesterday and I couldn't, because my body just couldn't do it. So like I said, respect. Test flew out. Okay, so I do my spread a little bit different. These are the first four cards, the second four, and the third four. In the heart of the situation, it does seem like we have a moving on to calmer waters energy. The swords are such a difficult suit. And the reason for this, how many times has our intellect not got us in trouble, right? How many times have we said something and it had a backlash? How many times did we say something and wish we hadn't, right? Because words and actions are power, and when you use it, it's a double-edged sword. That's where that phrase comes from. It'll cut you if you use it, and there'll be some sorrow connected to it. So the Six of Swords and the Four, look, we have them one on top of the other. The Four and Six of Swords are the most beneficent of the whole suit. So collectively, we've been through something, and we're moving on to calmer waters. So let's get into this energy. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Six of Swords in the heart of the situation. What is this energy? Another sword. Okay. This is the sword of truth. It's also the sword of power. And usually when this card comes after, it means that is true. Spirit's saying that is true. So collectively, we have moved away from something using the best use of the mind. Perhaps all the cards around this are heinous. Like the fives is like someone trying to defeat you. The sevens are someone trying to steal from you. So six is, the grace of God helping you to move on using the wisdom that you have, right? Tell me more about this energy. Eight of Pentacles. Something about a profession or working very hard. Tell me more about this energy in the heart of the situation. tell me more. The moon in the reverse. I have no doubt that there is hidden energy. So, man, that deck is lit. It wants to like jump out. There's something about 8-8 here. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles here. We also have the 8 of Pentacles here and the 8 of Wands here. And I hadn't even asked the question yet, and I saw the 8 of Swords. It showed itself to me, and I put the deck down. I'm like, hold up. Okay, so we have the Moon card in reverse, and that's good. And it's in line with the full moon energy. Like, those who know, the cycles of the moon are very important. The traditions of old have not gone away. They just went underground. So if you are unaware of when the full moon is, which you shouldn't this month because Easter's this weekend, right? And it's always after the full moon, right? So these cycles are very important. That's why nobody knows what day Easter is on every year, because it goes by the cycles of the moon. Or what's the other one? I think the one that kicks it all off is like Mardi Gras. That one changes too every year. They don't want you connected to the cycles of the moon, because you would be able to harness your energy better. And people who know do a lot of things in the dark using the moon energy. But the double-edged sword about that is that the full moon is about illuminating. At night, it's the night where it's most bright. So something is coming to light about what someone's been putting their energy into. Okay? Either known or unknown to you. Okay, let's move on to the next one. In the heart of the situation, and in the challenge, we have the Ace of Discs. Now, this is a specific, ouch. Okay. I tend to want to look at the whole scale. Like, we're biased whenever we see our own cards, for example. We're biased and we're like, oh, I know what that is, blah, 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 blah. But what if it's not? Every card has its own polarity. Every position has its own, the way it changes the energy of that card. So the aces are not manifest yet, and that is the challenge. Why is it not manifest? Is it because you're missing the opportunity? Right? Is it because of undue influence? Is it because things are not fair? You know, this is very difficult. To bring this into fruition, it takes blood, sweat, and tears, you know. So the 10 of Swords just came out. Something about a painful ending. The energy that I'm picking up on is an oppositional energy to whatever it is that you've got going on. Um, this is not the kind of message that I strive for, but it's the kind of message that I get a lot. Um, tell me more, Holy Spirit. Tell me about this energy with the Ace of Pentacles and the challenge. Something about a King of Cups reverse. This is somebody who's very manipulative. Someone who will make you feel a certain type of way in order to misguide you, I heard, or use you, or it's very selfish and very immature. Okay. 11, 12 might be a Pisces. Tell me more about this energy, Holy Spirit. Tell me more. Interesting. Princess of Cups. That's the Page of Cups. Someone could be in their imagination, or someone who is a King of Cups in reverse. Could have been offering you something. It could be a fish on a cup. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this. Who is this Page of Cups? What is this energy? Four of Swords. Okay. Someone could be in their imagination. Someone could be taking a step back. Tell me more about this energy. This person could be an emperor. And they could be trying to balance things out. They're coming out as an emperor. They have some kind of power, some kind of dominion. Okay, we'll leave that there. That's the energy connected to this business opportunity. And this is the person responsible. Okay. In the subconscious, we have Queen of Wands. So we're moving on to common waters. The challenge is to move on with this opportunity that we could be having some pushback with. In the subconscious, we have Queen of Swords energy. You could be very confident. You could be very independent. You can be very driven. But because it is in the subconscious, maybe you're not showing your hand. You are simply embodying it. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands energy. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands energy. Nine of Wands. Okay. So, the Lord of Great Strength. This is someone who's very strong, someone who's very powerful. They may know that they have enemies and they're very guarded. So, tell me more about this energy in the subconscious. Princess of Pentacles. Okay, that's good. So, this business idea that you have, okay, it's not manifested yet, but it does seem like you are planting the seed. You're learning about it. You're not taking it for granted. You know you have enemies. You're protected. You're guarded, not protected. Okay, I'm being told that's in the upright, but I will say this because it came out kind of funny. And I'm the first one because I've been through some shit. I'm the first one to look at friends with an untrusting eye, but internally at a deep level, you're very magnetic. You want to be around people. You may want to celebrate, but you're guarded. You don't want to be guarded, but you're guarded for good reason because you know what you're planting, you know what you're protecting, you know who you are. And tell me more about this Three of Cups. Tell me more about this Three of Cups. Something about a King of Swords. I'm not sure who this King of Swords is, but we'll ask just to be certain. Holy Spirit, please clarify. Oh, why did I say king? It's knight. That's got to mean something. Maybe somebody, you know, okay, so all the cards have a good and bad side. Whenever I see the Knight of Swords, I'm like, oh no. Who's got something to say, or who's coming against me? I'm very defensive. But this guy looks pretty chill. And the fact that when I saw him, I thought King of Swords, which is a just judge. The Knight of Swords is sent by the king. So what I'm getting from this is actually that you're moving swiftly and intentionally and focused. But just to make sure, let me clarify. What is this energy with the King of Swords, please? Tower? Okay. Maybe somebody did come out you. Tell me more about this energy. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is in a tower. Knight of Swords is holding on to things tightly. Knight of Swords may be under divine judgment. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. There's a lot of people in your energy. Just saying. Okay. This card usually, and notice how it's swords, right? This card, when it's in the upright, is someone who, the nines are power, right? And it's someone who has succeeded, but all the swords cut. So they may have succeeded, but now they're burdened by the consequences of whatever. Sometimes this is like winning and then losing something emotional, obviously, right? There's some sadness. It's in the reverse. There is some sort of tower. Maybe somebody was holding on to like a false idea, and maybe this is the relief of letting that go equals 11 justice. I don't know what that's about. You might not even know this person, but we're going to leave that energy there and keep going. You know, I pulled these cards early in the morning, and this illustration always makes me laugh. Like, there's a lot of decks of cards out there, but this one, if you don't know it, it's the Thoth deck. That looks very yucky. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that movie Great Expectations, where like the millionaire lady or whatever, she gets stood up and she gets betrayed by her lover, right? Like the only man that she knew, and like he was only using her and he left her standing at the altar. So she loses her freaking mind, closes up her mansion, and like never goes out, becomes a total recluse. So like all this money, like the best of the world, like we're talking like gilded mansion, right? Gilded and gold and all this stuff, starts rotting. And she bears a child from that out of wedlock situation, and that little girl like grows up in this distorted reality, right? That's what that reminds me of, like too much of a good thing and an in total fucking loss of reality. Sorry. I've been trying to watch my mouth, but it just flies out sometimes. Okay. I don't know what that has to do with anything. It's in the past. This is the past position. I own the book that describes this, but it was not written by Aleister Crowley or the illustrator, the artist. It was not written by either one of them. It was written by someone who didn't even know him, that interviewed some people that did know him. And it's a very slow read. But I thought it was interesting because I looked up.
I look tired, but
I looked up what this card in particular means, and it talks about emotional excess, illusion, and poor decision making. Um, Actions that were driven by unrealistic, shallow, or addictive desires, um, resulting in a hangover of wasted energy or unfulfilled promises. So that kind of stood my hair on end because if you know the movie, that's exactly what that is. But we didn't know what we were seeing. Like tarot has those little secrets embedded in them, and if you learn like the symbolic language, it'll guide you through your own life, you know? So, all right, in the past, we may have been in illusions. What is this energy, Holy Spirit? Or somebody was. This is also having too many options. Like that woman had so much money, she decided to be a recluse and like let all that wealth rot, basically, right? And tell me more about this energy, Holy Spirit. What is this Seven of Cups? Whoa. You know, as I was talking about that, I was thinking about the four of cups. I was thinking about being rejected. Okay. So the sevens talk about our emotions getting out of balance and messing with our logic. Like we have to gain control of our emotions. And the Four of Cups talks about emotional stagnation. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this energy. Another seven. Seven of Wands. Wow. Okay. This the Seven of Wands talks about protection. You've got the high ground, but it also talks about defending your position. So I just heard left out. You could have been feeling left out and like maybe you had to hold your position by yourself. Tell me more. What is this energy? Tell me more. High Priestess energy. I do believe I used to get the Four of Cups a lot, and in truth and fact, I was stuck in some emotions that were not serving me. But that doesn't mean that your emotions are invalid. You know why you feel that way, but you do need to process it, okay? Um wow. I usually don't take I usually don't take cards together, but the way they came out, I knew they were both important. Now, the Magician is the first, and she's the second Saphira on the top triangle. So, um, The high priestess is she who knows, and the imagination of the magician is how we manifest. Okay. I'm going to tell you something that very few people are going to say. Okay. Um, let's see. 4, 11, 18, 20 divine judgment. See, you know, divine judgment and closing out a cycle. Okay. What you know, you need to put into practice. Okay. You're highly skilled, and if anybody can bring it into manifestation, it's you, because you understand. You see both sides. You see the physical and the unphysical. The magician by himself, if he doesn't apply what he is skilled at, it goes nowhere. Whatever this was, this illusion, this unfulfilled dreams, another way of putting it is this card is also called the dreamer. So it's someone who doesn't do anything with what it's someone who never takes enough action, never fully commits to a single choice. So they get stuck in someday. They get stuck in someday, okay? Now, like I said, this idea is in the challenge. Internally, I do see you learning and putting focus and attention and planting that seed. Okay? Spirit wants you to know that you're highly skilled. You need to take what you know and you need to bring it down into manifestation, okay? All right. In the present moment, we have the Princess of Swords. That's the Page of Swords. And the future. In the future. Okay. Let me bring this card back. So this is the past, right? The Page of Swords is someone who is watching or curious either about their own situation or someone else's. Someone's paying attention. In the future, we have the star, Aquarius energy. You could be a healer. You could also have one specific thing. You know what it is. You're so good at it that you take it for granted because it's never gone anywhere. But there is something within you that you need to share. In the influence, we have Four of Swords. You could be working on, I hadn't asked anything yet. You could be resting, you could be meditating, you could be trying to get in your bliss. Oh, here comes that Three of Cups again. This is the hopes and fears. It came out, remember, it came out in the subconscious. Like, this could also be soul tribe. Like, you could want to meet real friends that you can associate and celebrate with, but you could be afraid because people have betrayed you in the past. Because the other association, it's not in the reverse yet, but the other connotation is like a third wheel. Like, someone could be smiling in your face and you know, and trying to pull your boyfriend or girlfriend off of you or something like that, you know? It's, you know, rooting for you in your face and then, like, you know, hiding their real intentions type energy. Throwing a rock and hiding their hand is the term that we use sometimes. Okay. Tell me more about this Page of Swords energy. Okay. So, someone's watching your moves. Tell me more about this in the present moment. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. Someone could be like in a secret competition with you. Tell me more about the Page and Five of Wands. Tell me more. Seven of Wands. That's a lot of fire. Someone is watching you. It could be that Pisces. Someone knows that you're protected. Someone knows that you're happy. Lord of material, you're content. Lord of material happiness. Let's see what we have here. Equals 22. An Emperor. Is there anything else that we need to know about this energy, Holy Spirit, in the present moment? Is there anything else? Well, Spirit says that's the truth. Okay. I don't know. Some business owner? Okay. Tell me about this star energy in the future. Tell me more. More fire is working in your favor. Someone is watching you. They're in secret competition with you. They see that you're protected. They see that you're happy. In the future, you're going to step into this healer starseed energy. And your enterprise, the things that you have sown and what you are waiting to come in equals divine judgment. Like that is spiritually what is just. Tell me more about this energy in the future. Tell me more about this energy in the future. Legacy. This star energy is literally like actor energy, singer energy. It's someone who does something really well no matter what it is. Today with social media, like you could be a rock star at like baking cakes, right? Um you could be an accountant during the day, but when you start giving more to your hobby, let's say, and people start loving you for what you love doing, this is the card of ships coming in. This is the card of not just abundance, but legacy, right? Tell me more about this energy in the future. Tell me more. Okay, so this is judgment, right? Judgment, maybe over 10 pentacles, over a betrayal. But then the divine judgment card comes out. Someone is watching your energy. Someone knows you're protected. You need to go for this energy. You will succeed. Whenever they're whenever you're building your legacy, there's going to be a lot of hiccups. It almost seems like it's on purpose, and indeed it is. The next step, like whatever it is that you're waiting for, it's divine judgment that you get this so that you can start building this legacy equals 30 betrayal. Someone's going to want to betray you as you acquire this, but divine judgment will be called down. Equals 50. Reduces to 5. It could be a Taurus, or it could be a Taurus or a institution, or some sort of some sort of institution. Tell me about this Four of Swords, please. You know what? This is the only major arcana in this read. Let's get an oracle card on that. Holy Spirit, please clarify the star. We have the Force. It's what it sounds like. The Magician card really comes to mind with that, because an idea in and of itself is nothing. You have to be highly skilled in order to manifest it, but you are the conduit. You are the instrument that the divine uses to move things in the physical realm. Okay, so the Force card features a striking image of a powerful swirling energies converging and rising, symbolizing the immense reservoir of strength, determination, and creative vitality within. This potent scene speaks to the inner power we possess, a force capable of overcoming obstacles, manifesting our desires, and driving transformative action in our lives. You have a remarkable ability. You might not see it because this place tries to do everything to get you to ignore this. Okay. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Four of Swords. The Tower. There's a tower. I mean, this is a collective read. There is a tower. This was this was the, because they want to keep you on the Gregorian unnatural calendar, right? Like technically the whole resurrection thing, like the whole cycle, the remembering that we're doing this week during Holy Week, technically it already peaked during the full moon. That's why it's a specific Sunday after the full moon, right? So equals divine judgment. In the influence, you're at peace. This is the peace card. The other benevolent sword card that the collective got was moving on to calmer waters. All the rest of the swords suck, you know? I mean, other than the king and queen, but even they can be nasty if they're ill dignified, right? Okay. Tell me more about this Four Swords and Tower. Six of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so divine judgment and 26. Huh. Equals 8 strength. What I'm getting off of this, like there can be total chaos all around you, but if you're centered, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what tower is falling. You're in a good place emotionally. You haven't, even though you know, meditation is sort of temporarily disconnecting from the outside world, like spiritually you're very connected to everyone. You have not walled yourself off. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Tell me more. Tell me more. Whoa. Two of Pentacles. You're balancing out your efforts. Equals 28. You could be getting over some sort of, I'm not going to say addiction because that has wild connotations that make people uncomfortable, but like anything that you've lost control of, anything that you know is not good for you and you indulge in it, could be an addiction. Like even a attachment to a person, even your favorite food, you know. Ayurveda teaches that processed sugar is good for no one, that in truth certain foods are considered sweet that you would never think. Like chicken with no seasoning is considered a sweet food to your palate naturally. So, you know, sugar works on the central nervous system, and we get an extreme intense pleasure from that sugar. And but biologically, we know that that's terrible for us, right? And um, like I personally try to limit that consumption. I also love wine, you know, but I'm going to limit that consumption because I don't want the consequences of that so-called indulgence that I know is not good for me, right? Um, okay, hopes and fears. Tell me more about this Three of Cups. Okay, so this is very telling. And I understand. We got Three of Cups to the Five of Cups. You have been disappointed by friends in the past, and you fear connecting to people because of past loss and because of fear of abandonment is what I heard, because this equals 8. 8 is like, to everyone else, they don't know why you walked away, but you know something's wrong, and you walk away either before they walk away or just because you know those aren't your people, right? Tell me more about the 3 of the 5 of Wands. Woo! 13. Something involving friends and loss has left you broken. It actually may have left you physically broke too. These people could have not only broke your heart but broke your wallet. We do have the 5 of Pentacles up here. Something needs to be addressed. You have every right to be concerned about people around you, and I just say, because the polarity of this position is that it's your fear because that's truly what you want. You fear people being close to you because you want people close to you. And the reason why you fear them is because they've hurt you in the past, because something was broken and they didn't care to fix it, you know? Tell me one, give me one before we leave this. Give me one more, please. Tell me more about this energy. Not only was something broken, but it ended. Some sort of devilish energy. Could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. Maybe you found out about some devilish plans that wasn't obvious to you, right? We did have the King of Cups reversed earlier. A masculine energy that's very manipulative. Okay. Okay, last four. So, like I said, there's something about 8-8 in this read. 8-8-8 because we also I think we got the 8 of Pentacles twice. We got the 8 of Wands. Oh, the 8 of Cups was implied, but it didn't come out. Okay. In the lens you're looking through, you're focusing on your craft. In the environment, something could be coming in fast, either information or just something physically moving. You're being diligent because you're aware something in the environment is going to come fast. The Prince of Disc equates to the Knight of Pentacles. It's a little confusing, but the Prince is the son of the Queen. The Knight is actually the suitor of the Queen in this deck. So you're moving slowly and honorably. Because something is in the 5 of Pentacles. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this 8 of Pentacles in the lens. The Chariot. Okay, you're gonna move. You could physically move, or your profession is gonna start moving over whatever obstacles. The 7s that also came out heavy in this read. Just make sure that you keep your light and your dark balance. Stay balanced. Tell me more about this 8 of Pentacles Chariot. Ace of Cups. Interesting. Okay. The Chariot is 7 equals 15. You could be an earth sign, or you're going to have victory over a devilish energy. This is going to be very healing for you. It could be a tower for someone. A new beginning that's going to make you very happy. There is something with an Emperor. It doesn't have to be in Aries, but yeah, like 3 times the Emperor energy either came out or it was implied. Equals 20 divine judgment. Okay, in the environment, tell me more about this 8 of Wands. 4 of Wands. In the environment, a great achievement. We had the 3 of Wands before, right? So something was coming in and something could be establishing and celebrated, perhaps. Tell me more about this 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands. That's 12 Wands. Tell me more. Tell me more about the 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands. That's a lot of fire. Tell me more about the 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Knight of Cups. Someone's coming in quickly with maybe a love offer. Huh. That's weird. Oh, yeah. This Ace of Cups is coming from this Knight of Cups. Something's coming in quickly, a great achievement. What's this? This is not your energy. Someone is not happy about it. Probably someone, maybe the person that was watching you in the present moment, something to do with this emperor. Tell me more about the tell me more about this knight. Tell me more about this Knight of Pentacles and the outcome. We have the Sun card. Someone's slowly stepping into their authenticity. Tell me more about this energy and the outcome. It's divine judgment. This is true power. Like imagine a baby that never had anything terrible happen to it. It would be so confident in everything that it does, and it would be operating from its true authentic self. Maybe something to do with your inner child too has something to do with this. Equals 20 divine judgment plus 4. So 4 of Pentacles is actually a very stable energy. Equals 24 or 6 in Gemini. Tell me more about this energy and the outcome. There's a lot hidden. Okay. 24. Whoa. Huh. Equals 40? Did I get that right? $42 equals 6 again. You could be dealing with a Gemini, definitely. Okay. Final outcome. Someone's broken, and I don't think it's you. I really don't think it's you. Maybe something was broken in the past, but with these 2 cards being outcome, it does equal 6. You came out of being and lost, lack of, and regret. This morning before I turned on the camera, I had this song in my head. I can't even remember it right now. I think it was like an Elton John song. Something about, it's a very light song. And I can't remember it right now for the life of me, but it had something to do like with you want me to be sad or something like that. You want me to be broken, but it's a very light song. Like someone wants you to be in this energy, but I really feel like you've healed. You have enough self-confidence. Although this is not a fast card, but this is the fastest card, right? Even though this isn't a fast card, like you're steady and honorable. And no matter, because like divine judgment came out here like 4 times, no matter what someone tries to project on you, like you're gonna get what's fair, like fair, equal pay exchange. And tell me more about this Five of Pentacles. What's broken? Five of Pentacles over 10 Pentacles. Someone tried to steal your 10 is what I'm getting. Someone tried to steal your 10. Holy Spirit, tell me more. Tell me more. A Gemini? A Gemini or an ex-partner? An ex-devilish partner that you closed out a cycle with equals 21. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, who's the King of Wands? Somebody in like fire energy. Masculine fire energy. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it right there, but I do want to give you a oracle card. I have lots of oracle decks, but I just feel this really gives us something to think about. You know what I mean? Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective right now? What do we need to know? Messages for the collective? Fear. Fear lied to you and promised you safety in staying small, but you have a voice and you decide who and what rules your life. Your destiny demands courage, not comfort. Okay, I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you.